Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Last time we left off, Junie was arrested for the murder of her professor, Professor Court. But that can't be right, so Athena said, I'm gonna represent you. We also met her two friends, Hugh O'Connor and Robert Newman, I believe, who are also the top prosecutor and lawyer students in the school. And out of nowhere, freaking Prosecutor Gavin shows up, threw me off guard there, and let's just see what he has to say. Oh boy, yeah, why the hell are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. Okay. So I wonder who Athena was thinking about. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gavineers are... Gavineers are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned... I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Now look at that statue on the right. That's Phoenix, and on the left... Is it still covered up, or is that supposed to be Prosecutor Gavin? Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. They were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is... my long-awaited reunion of my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Oh, okay, so he's a little peeved about that. So... I wonder if he believes Junie did, or if he believes that Junie's responsible for it or not. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you, Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot to who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Air Forehead? I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're gonna reprise it here right in the lecture hall. It might help us catch our killer. So we're gonna do the mock trial ourselves? Huh. I don't know, okay. We're actually gonna have like a real court battle here, kind of. Okay. Mock trial reenactment. All rise. This is fun. Right, the stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead? Ready to rock? No, the defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about? Oh, I am getting a lot of stuff on my phone. What is this? Hold on a minute, guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien. Let's get started. That means very good in French. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for the reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I like to call the mock trial. Look at that damn hair sway there. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Do it, baby. I'm gonna butcher so much of this. It's no holds barred. Let's rock! Can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Okay, so we have a huge talk button. Talk. Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. Excuse me. The defendant, an archer club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Air Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit!" That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Okay. Too much for a fledgling to know what's important in that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking hard, just like that. Okay, this is odd. We're getting information here. Defense's argument. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. It's great. When I arrived at the meeting place, I found a professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, then he said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, Air Forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. There goes the swagger thing again. I know people got mad because I hate the word swagger. I hate the way it's presented now. People use it now. I understand it's been around for a long time, but when people say yo those swag and blah blah, that's crappy to me. But let's just continue on. Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into, like, what Mr. Euro Rocker said. Alright, well, let's hear what the prosecution's rebuttal on what the defense had to say. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not have been the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9! I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time for determining a real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the... What? Owl? That was left in the art room. That's... It's not owl, it's owl. Owl, that doesn't make any damn word. I'm not even thinking I'm pronouncing it any differently. An owl? What's that? I mean, an owl, you say? What might that be? I'll look that up, how to pronounce it later on. It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up to the knee handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fräulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? Yeah, how was it moved indeed? That's what we're gonna ask. The murder took place in a third-floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person, or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories upwards shows signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but... You failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes! It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. And the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he already has high praise for Junior's script. Were there any further arguments about the defense? Nope. It seemed like that the teacher who was playing a judge was satisfied too. Well, time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fräulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods... Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks you two. That little run through the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. So we have the mock trial script. It's 4 pages long, jeez. Top secret script written by Junie. There's only 1 copy. Achtung, baby! The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Black was almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin? Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. No, seriously, it's like, you did what? I think Phoenix will understand. He has to. Can we talk? We don't need to. Let's just go ahead and move. Actually, I have a few places to go to. Hallway, outdoor stage. So I want to go back to the agency. Yeah, for the hell of it, let's just go back real quick. Let's talk to Chusey. No, never mind. Oh, we can just talk. Well, we can at least talk about the academy, at least. Athena, don't you think the Wright anything agency has about run its course? What do you mean? Well, isn't it obvious? It's time for the Wright anything academy. And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department. Oh, what other departments will we have? Well, I'll be the head of the magic department, and we'll have a court steel department and a bluffing department. But then he'll be head of the toilet cleaning department. Okay, that's kind of funny. Back we go. I know some people want me to, present more stuff and present everything to every character, but honestly, that would just take way too long. So I kind of just want to get headlong into the case. Let's go to the hallway. There we go. And afterwards, we'll see if we can go to the outside stage. Maybe we can investigate there. Actually, let me just switch back top. Ah, Mr. Wright! I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of a murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. Ah, that freaking smile. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Yeah, it almost means like, you gotta do anything possible to win, almost. At least that's what I'm getting from it. Could be wrong. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're gonna take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they were both used to really bring it. Ugh, I bet they both used to really bring it. My dog is like knocked out. Okay. Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked you first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. How wonderful! Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
Well, that's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Oh, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating him fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please.
What time am I at?
How much do I have to cut out? Gotta call another one. How much is there to talk about with them? Let me see real quick. Well, okay, we'll just talk to him real quick now and end it afterwards.
Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually, I hate this damn chair. I gotta get a new one. Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. It seems a murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again.
The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it.
Crowded. Oh yeah, he said never mind there.
Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Okay, let's, yeah, there was a rumor as well. Let's hear about that. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking.
The Dark Age of the Law. I'm sure you've heard those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand?
Trading students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means?
Well then. Foreboding? To survive the Dark Age of the Law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence on false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy.
But what'll happen to our legal system if the results are all that matter anymore?
Relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. Had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus.
Okay, that's good. I think he said he's done, so that is that. So in the next episode, we will go ahead and move about campus, see who we can talk to, see what other information we can gather. I guess we truly are in the Dark Age of the Law. I mean, I don't think Athena's, I think Athena's, like, on point when she says that Phoenix was probably worried that someone might have done something, so he just took a look at it first. Maybe that's why he said, no, never mind. He just wanted to make sure that he saw everything before anyone tried messing with it. So, yep. That's going to be that's what's going to be happening. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. I'll see you guys later.